You've heard how FloodStop can save you time, money, and aggravation by offering peace of mind and protection that ensures you won't have to suffer water damage the next time something goes wrong with your plumbing. FloodStop actually stops flooding before it starts by automatically shutting off the water to your appliances whenever they start to leak. Here to show us more about this really cool invention is the president and founder of FloodStop. Welcome, Scott Walter.
How are you? Good to be here.
Oh, sir, I am great. You know, everybody on the studio and everybody we've seen has come up to you and shared their flood stories with you. I guess this happens quite often.
Yeah, I'm actually amazed at how often people come up to me and have said they've had a flood. Either their brother-in-law's had a flood, their mother, their cousin. It seems like everyone has had an appliance flood.
And in your case, necessity was the mother of invention, and I guess it was probably the best flood you ever had.
Yeah, actually 4 days before Thanksgiving in 1999, my wife and I had a flood from our washing machine. It flooded for 3 hours, caused a lot of damage, a lot of aggravation, a lot of dust and debris.
And you were not a plumber at the time. You had never seen anything like this.
No, I actually looked for a product like this and couldn't find it. And it was one of those there ought to be a product moments. And here we are.
How about that? Well, that is so exciting. So you literally go down into the basement and start tinkering. You come up with FloodStop. Let's go through it, shall we?
Sure. The product's actually very simple. We utilize a mechanical motorized ball valve, controller, and a water sensor. The water sensor sits underneath the appliance. Whenever it gets wet, the valve will automatically close, shutting off the water.
Okay, we have here just a little damp paper tissue. Yep. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of water on here.
That beep that you hear right now, the valve is actually closing. It's probably closed by now. It goes into alarm mode. It's alerting you that there's been a flood. It could be 8 hours from now. You come home, the water's been shut off. You can imagine the damage if it didn't.
And now this is, and how long will this go for?
It'll keep going until the problem's addressed.
Okay, so you just go in and you shut it off.
You're going to come in, you can push the mute button and dry the sensor off and address the problem. Find out what caused the leak.
And you could use it over and over again.
Over and over again. In fact, you can actually use the buttons as a vacation mode. You can reach out, push the red button, and go on vacation. Shuts the water off to the appliance. Period.
And speaking of while you're away, you could actually use this, and modern technology can inform you if you have a flood?
That's right. It's got outputs on it, similar to a computer output that can be connected to a home security alarm system, an automatic phone dialer, any X10 devices, anything along those lines. So it can page you, it can send you emails, it can do all kinds of things.
That's incredible. Yeah. All right, I want to really put it to the test.
Okay.
I'm going to spring this on you here. I have a dropper, okay? Now, I know that most floods will have significantly more water than one drop, but I just want to test the sensitivity of this. May I?
1 second. Let's open the valve back up.
Okay. Now, talk to me about this valve. This is brass.
It's very smooth. It's a CNC machined, solid brass, motorized ball valve, and you can see by the operation it's very smooth.
All right, here we go. I'm going to do 1 drop of water. That is unbelievable.
Yep. And like I said, the valves are shut. It's going into alarm mode. I'll go ahead and mute it. 1 drop of water, shut the water off in a matter of seconds.
So you can do this with the washing machine, the ice maker, you tell me.
Dishwasher, water heater, water filtration system. It goes on and on. Toilets. They can crack and leak.
At this point, we're going to let our viewers in on what we call a clue, which is an acronym for something that I'm sure nobody out there even knows.
That's right. It's an insurance term. It's an insurance database, actually, called the Comprehensive Loss Underwriting Exchange. It's basically a place where if you have a water damage claim, your home gets put on this list. What makes it bad is that when it comes time to sell your home, this information comes up, and it could cost you the sale of your home. Nonetheless, the premium charges maybe even being canceled.
In conclusion, we're talking about damage. We're talking about moving out. We're talking about potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in repairs. Potentially, we're talking about getting on this clue list and never getting off it. So there are multiple problems.
Oh, there sure are. It's just the best idea is to stop it as soon as it starts. And by using FloodStop, you can do that.